Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. You do not have to conduct a deep investigation in order to find out who's who and what's what, and to connect in your brain, don't say it out loud, some dots, okay? It's not hard. These guys are not hiding too deep because they know the population is a population of baboons. Therefore, they will not take a few minutes to look to the next step, not to 5 steps, no, the next one, to see, okay, who's this guy? Okay, who's this guy? Okay, is he connected with that guy? Yes, through what? This? You need not a lot of time to waste in order to figure out more about who's behind a lot of things that appear, inoffensive. Like, for instance, this article that I have here, in appearance, is inoffensive, and here it is. This comes from The Hill. Biden sending Blinken and Mayorkas to Mexico in effort to curb illegal border crossings. Now, if you look at this, what do you see over there? You see a guy, Biden, who I don't think he's in charge of the United States of America, personally, because his mental inabilities that he has, they're obvious when he's talking, walking, and pretending to be alive. That's the first one. Now he sends Blinken and Mayorkas. Who are these guys? Do you know who are these guys? Well, one is the Secretary of State and the other one is something like Department of National Security, NSA, something like that. But who are they? Oh, they're Americans. Let's use just one step deeper into who they are. And then from there, we can ask some questions. And the question is this: why? That's all. Why? How do you know that? Why is like this? Is it true? So, and then we're going to deal with the rest of the sentence, which is, they go to Mexico in efforts to curb illegal border crossing. The illegal border crossing in the United States of America is not Mexico's problem. It's not the people who want to cross into the United States of America. No, it's not their problem. It's not their fault. The fault is yours. The problem is here. These guys, and Blinken, Mayorkas, Biden, and others, are the guys at fault, not Mexico. Mexico has nothing to do to curb illegal border immigration. You are supposed to lock your door. There's a lot of people who might want to get in to warm up. I don't want to use other terms because I don't want to refer to illegal immigrants, trying to do something. They want to come somewhere where it's better. It's up to you inside here to protect your better. Not to the neighbor saying, hey, it's your problem. No, it's not my problem. It's yours. Protect your fucking borders. So that's the other part of this video, which is going to discuss this little issue. So let's see who is Blinken and who is Mayorkas. Do you know who they are? I mean, I know you know, but do you know who they are? Well, I got 2 little things ready for you. I will start with Alejandro Mayorkas, which I personally, by the name, I thought that he is Latino. I said, well, he's, some Mexican, somewhere from South America or something like this. Well, not so fast, because right here, and this was pointed to me by a friend of mine from Facebook a while ago, and I was like, I'll be damned. Really? And indeed, that's true. So this is the guy. He is the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. So he's in charge of the homeland, our land, American land security. He's in charge of the security of you, your children, everybody. Who is he? And then the other guy, he's in charge of your country's foreign policy. And we got, in the military, we got 2 guys of a different kind. Now let's go and see Mayorkas. So we finish this person here. Mayorkas. And I went right here. Early life. I like to look at early life and early life and education. It's a very much piece of information. I found out that his father Charles R. Nicky Mayorkas was born in Cuba. Oh, he's Cuban. He was a Cuban Jew. Oh, shit. Really? Okay. We got that covered? Okay. Let's go down to mommy. His mother, Anita Gabor, was a Romanian Jew. That means a Jew who lived in Romania at a time. So he's full-fledged Jewish from Cuba and from Romania. Nothing wrong with that. Is that a fact? Is that a fact? That's where I'm going to stop. I'm not going to connect anything. Just a fact. It's on Wikipedia. Public knowledge. Now, this is this guy who's in charge of your and my homeland security. Then let's go to the next one. Antony Blinken. This guy. What is this guy doing here? So he's the United States Secretary of State. And I'm going to look to his deputies, the guys underneath him. Not in that way, underneath. So here we have Biden was born on April to Jewish parents. So he's in charge of your foreign policy. The other guy is in charge of your security. They are the same origin. Now, let's see who are these guys' secretaries or deputies. We got Wendy Sherman. And we got the well-known Vicki Nuland. What are they? Why don't you do a little search like I did in Early Life and Education to both of these beauties, 1 and 2. And you're going to find that's 4 of them. 4 of them. Okay? Now, we dealt with who's who and what's what. It's up to you to memorize that. Not that it matters. Now the second question. Why did they go to Mexico to discuss the illegal migration, illegal border crossing? President Biden is dispatching his senior officials, there are senior officials, both of them, to Mexico in coming days for direct talks on effort to curb mass migration at the U.S. border, the White House said Tuesday. Now, Secretary of State Antony Blinken, Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas, and White House Homeland Security Advisor Elizabeth Sherwood Randall, I'm not going to look for her as well, will meet with Mexico's president to discuss further actions that can be taken together to address current border challenges. Let me tell you how you solve that. Someone is outside, many people, let's say 20, and let's say I have in my house a lot of things, all right? I can defend my country big time, and they know it, and they don't have weapons, but I do, right? And they want to come into my house, and the first one, I leave the door open, and someone bursts in. I show up over there, and I get the fuck out, trespassing. If he says no, I'm going to call I'm going to tell him, I'm going to call the police. If you don't leave, I'm going to count to 3, and I'm going to defend myself or my country. If he's not doing that, then you call the police, do whatever, and he will be kicked out. Warm or cold. Now, do you think the guys who stay outside don't see that? And if they see that guy coming out on the shield, not under the shield, do you think they will try to burst into my house? I don't think so. This is, Wild West style of defending your property. This is just to show you that if you implement certain policies that are laws here, take them and what's the thing? You have to protect your border. Protect your border. Now, don't get the idea that is that kind of protection of border. No. We are way smarter than that and way more efficient than that. Okay, and that's criminal after all. Okay? So the problem is not in Mexico, the problem is in the United States of America. These guys don't want to protect our borders. It's not Mexico's job to protect our borders. The same when they say, well, Russia brings migrants to Finland's borders, or Belarus brings migrants to its borders to cross in through Poland. It's up to you to stay over there and make sure nobody comes in. They can bring how much they want on your territory. It's up to you to protect your border. The same is here. It's up to the United States to protect our border. But you have two that protect your border over there? Mayorkas and Blinken with Newland and Sherman? All right. Got it? Don't tell anybody. Just keep it there. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.